So let's look at an example involving the addition rule. I'm going to ask how many 3-digit integers. So these are integers from 100, that would be the smallest 3-digit integer, to 999 would be the largest. How many of these are divisible by 5? So before we answer this question, let's think about divisible by 5 and what does that mean? So divisible by 5. Let's forget for a minute about 3-digit integers. Let's just focus in on divisible by 5. So list out numbers that are divisible by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so on. And if you look at the last digit is either 5 of these numbers, it's either 5 or it's 0. So we can say any integer that is divisible by 5 end in either 5 or in 0. So what we can do is we can think about the set of integers divisible, so we'll say 3-digit because that's what we're interested in. 3-digit integers divisible by 5. That's going to be my set A. And then within that set, we have two subsets. We have 3-digit integers that end in 0, and we have 3-digit integers that end in 5. So these would be subsets of this bigger set. So this, we'll call this first one A1 and the second one the subset A2. Now it's clear that these are mutually exclusive sets. A1 intersect A2 would be the empty set. A 3-digit integer can't end in 0 and in 5 at the same time. And we said that the union is the set A. Every integer that's divisible by 5 either ends in 0 or in 5. So if I want to know the number of elements in this set A, I look to count the number of subsets in each subset. So to do that, we are going to use the multiplication rule. So the number of elements in A1, that's what we want to count first. Think of them with 3 blanks. Well, in A1, the last digit is 0, so there's only one option here because this must be a 0. Because this is a 3-digit integer, what could go in the first slot? The numbers 1 through 9. So there are 9 options here, and then 0 through 9. So there are 10 options here. So there are 90 number of elements in A1. The number of elements in A2. Well, again, we have 3 digits here, but now our last digit needs to be a 5, so there's one option here. Only 5 can go in that last spot. You still have 9 options for the first one and 10 options for the second one, so it is 90. So in total, the number of elements by the addition rule, the number of elements in the set A is the number of elements in A1 plus the number of elements in A2. So it was 90 and 90. So in total, 180. So there are 180 three-digit integers that are divisible by 5.